And welcome back to the studio once again. This best of this best of 5 has now been turned into a best of 3. 4Zoomers tie up the series against Quincy crew, and we have ourselves a series. It's finally on. Now it is the road for anybody, either team, to take championship point in this series. 4Zoomers is going to start with Enchantress, and as you can see, I want to remind again, because we had the new patch and we had a new ban added. I didn't have time to fix it on the UI, so Quincy Crew's first ban is Nature's Prophet. If you can't see it, you know it's NP. So no NP this game. Enchantress first pick.
Yeah, and interesting that both the heroes that Quincy Crew bans out right now are the heroes that really profit from that Orchid being extra strong. And yeah, I can say 4Zoomers, they picked Chen before, they immediately got Mirana. What did you expect when you pick an Enchantress, eh? This is just more Quincy Crew Mirana, and we've now seen that they can play it on so many different positions. SVG was also absolutely excellent, really on point with those arrows, so I'm not surprised that they'll just first phase this every time.
We're going to see the Earthshaker Steel for Zoomers. I haven't really seen Zoomers play Shaker a lot lately, but they're happy to drive it. They know how it works. They know how it's been pulled off. Are we going to see a core Shaker? Or are we going to see a support Shaker? Because if we think about how Quincy Crew played the 3 Shaker, I was hyped for it. I was looking forward to seeing some really big items coming in very early, very dominant performance, and Lelis did, but you know, it more felt about just the blink echo slam. Just felt like that's the only thing that you're going to do with a Shaker, core or support. It's always about the same: long range fissures and then the blink echo for the maximum damage output and the crowd control.
Yeah, I do think that Lelis was forced into that a bit by having 2 other cores, neither of which were really going for a team fight kind of build up. So he had to do a lot of that. Because otherwise you can go for a more scouting build on a Shaker with a Shadow Blade, for example. Or, you know, for a nice Aghanim Scepter to really bounce around these fights. And sadly, neither of them were really possible because he had to back up his team's team fight, and he was kind of too late already. This time, though, Quincy Crew, they are going to have some team fight on their hands because this is a Sand King. Sand King just fulfills basically the same role as an Earthshaker. You got a stun, you got a jump, and you're going to go in, out, in those team fights.
Yeah. He does. And even despite Quincy Crew having this combination of the Mirana Arrow, Sand King Burrow Strike, which has been abused a lot by them in the course of this tournament, you still have the Shaker with the long range fissure in team fights that can potentially cancel epicenters. So you have a long range stun you don't need to throw necessarily in the front line, but you can cancel blink daggers from afar and make Sand King's life a bit harder. So in that case, I would like to see Shaker as a support, because then it just draws out a core completely from the fight.
Yep. I also think that the Sand King is a little bit of a reaction for the laning stage, especially if this is a 5 Earthshaker perhaps. I don't actually know who plays the Ench on 4Zoomers, so we'll have to see. But depending on the laning matchup, a Sand King doesn't really die to an Earthshaker in lane, just because you can always use your stun to get to the other side of the fissure.
Yeah. I would most likely see Ocean or Monkeys play the Enchantress, either 3 or 5, and then Husky would take the Shaker as a 4.
Yeah, I'd say so. Let's see, because we are in the 3-ban phase of the draft now, right in the middle, where, you know, you can protect these pickups that you did in the first phase, but these heroes don't really have to be protected all that much. So what you're mostly doing is anticipating the next phase, thinking about what they're going to build up into, what kind of cores you want to get and protecting those. So Storm Spirit and Ember Spirit both banned out from 4Zoomers, as well as the Kunkka. I think especially the Kunkka is important because you could see that Quincy Crew, without a rallying point at the center of their team fight, felt kind of disconnected, and a Kunkka would do that really well.
Yep. It does fit in there well. There's still one more ban for Quincy Crew until we start getting the 3rd picks in. So Mirana Sand King, there's room for the Ogre, which is the 3rd piece. There's also potential for a Shadow Demon if they want to prevent, example, 4Zoomers going for Luna or even the Terrorblade again. So they could have that. And the arrow setup also comes alongside with it.
I think It's interesting because I think that Quincy crew would they could do really well with an Ursa pick, but if they're gonna do that, I don't actually see a reason to ban out the anti-mage because we've seen before several times now that Ursa with Battle Fury outfarms the AM and then outfights him later as well. But who knows? Maybe they're still scared that if their laning phase doesn't go well enough, they can't outfight that. I'm feeling a really good Ursa setup here, especially because the Ursa isn't really bothered by a Shaker, and he can kill an Enchantress pretty decently as well.
Yeah. And they banned the TB. They don't want to see it again. It's been one of 4Zoomers' best heroes.
Yep. Come on, set up for that Ursa. Do it.
Don't think you wanna go troll anymore in 4Zoomers. You could get a troll for Quincy crew as the fourth pick, potentially. But I'm still thinking between the Ogre and the SD as Quincy's third pick. Do they want? I mean, they could just reveal it right away. If they go SD, also forces 4Zoomers can't go for Morphling. They're gonna take the Wyvern instead.
A lot of kite. Once again, like I still feel like the shadow of Lycan is looming in the background of all of these drafts.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy Winter Wyvern as a hero on her own. Don't get me wrong. Like she has one of the shortest cooldowns on a team fight ultimate in the entire game, and that is just super powerful because basically anytime the enemy can fight you, you can ult and say, "All right, are we taking this or are we not taking this?" And if you don't, then you just nope on out of there, and they're not going to do anything to you. So that is one of the reasons why I think that hero is just super good. As well as just your ability, like you park the Winter Wyvern under a tower and you're going to have to diver if you want to get that tower down because Splinter Blast is just so good at spamming out waves.
Both teams have less than a minute on the reserve time, and probably what 4Zoomers are doing is they already know what they're going to pick probably next, but they don't know this one yet. But they have a potential combo already prepared.
I want some magic damage. No.
Centaur Warrunner.
Okay.
Frontliner.
Well, I've been wondering where this guy went. And with Blade Mail being as strong as it is right now, can you imagine? Nobody wants to hit a Centaur with Blade Mail right now. That's just pain central.
10 seconds to pick.
Is there any carry hero that comes into your mind that is very sluggish to get into a fight and also to get out and could really benefit from the Stampede? Something that 4Zoomers might want to go as their fourth. Because I was thinking Arc Warden for a bit, but Arc's not exactly the carry. He's a mid, but he would benefit from Stampede a lot.
Yeah, but it just doesn't feel like a 4Zoomers hero, you know? It feels like you'd be sitting back too much.
Maybe.
They don't sit back. These people don't sit back. I was thinking if you were going to ask about the hero for Quincy crew instead. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a direct counter for the Centaur. That's gonna make Centaur's life a lot harder.
Can I have my points? I want my points.
Yeah, you can have that point.
Cool. Thank you. It means a lot to me.
I'll give that to you. So against Ursa, there are several heroes that you don't want to pick against this guy.
5 seconds remain.
Yeah, and the Battle Fury makes that pull even smaller, I gotta say.
Yeah, that too.
Like, I enjoy Viper, but Troll is...
Yeah, I was thinking the Troll for a bit, but wasn't sure if they're happy enough to pick this against Sand King and Mirana. But I guess they can pull off the Troll.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem for the Troll is actually the Winter Wyvern, just because you can get stunned for the entire duration of your ult, even if you have a BTP, and there's just nothing you can do about it. It does not feel good, and yeah, they're going to have to find the Winter Wyvern, and that's hard. They don't have any vision heroes. They don't really have an easy way to get one anymore on last pick either, unless they want to run with something like a Zeus. That would enable you.
Yeah, you either get a backliner, because you don't have the Storm, you banned it yourself. You don't have the guy zipping and zapping and giving information and jumping on these crucial heroes with an Orchid. You could think of another Orchid hero, which would have been Co-op if Co-op wasn't banned. It's not looking too great for 4Zoomers, and I feel like Quincy crew are getting the edge out of this draft. They also have the last pick. They look really good.
It feels like a reluctant troll pick, and that centaur got
Only 10
messed with.
seconds.
Hmm.
5 seconds.
Very low on
bad
time
right now.
too.
DK is out.
Dire's ban.
Puck.
Well, they got rid of the escape artist.
I would still really like a Viper for either of these teams, really.
Radiant.
I know you like your Viper.
We're just going to decrep him. And I think you can also, you can
10
decrep the targets
seconds
of
to
the Winter
pick.
Wyvern ult if you're not caught in it yourself. You've got a good tower
5
damage source now
seconds.
to run
Hurry,
with the Central
hurry.
War Runner. There's a lot of things that I like about this pick. It's just, you gotta be very careful with it. Little Skeleton Man is fragile.
He is, and I can rather see the Pugna play, because I think this is Gunner's hero. He's gonna play aggressive on the Pugna and focus on the Ursa or whatever the Quincy's mid pick is gonna be to be the target, to be decrepified and just get the damage output, and also deny the Ursa the potential of right clicking and just stacking up the damage. If you have your decrep off cooldown and Winter Wyvern throws his ult first, then obviously you will get the chance for it. But what they want to do is just basically fight and run at the enemy. Quincy crew are picking a sniper into a Centaur Shaker game. Very optimistic.
Bold.
Yeah, very bold pick in a sense. I do like the idea of how this entire draft is coming together. But you know, Centaur and Shaker, Centaur especially one of the best heroes with the capability of just jumping straight on top of the sniper wherever he is. And you have the Stampede, which enables you to run at them.
But you have such good counter initiation on the side of Quincy crew. Like, I can definitely see why they feel like this sniper would be safe enough. Because, especially if you run in with the entire team on 4Zoomers, you're going to get this Winter Wyvern ult, Lelis is going to come in. I think they have plenty to protect this sniper with if it comes to a full 5-on-5 fight. Especially because if you're going at the sniper, you can't be going at the Winter Wyvern, and the other way around. You only have one source of jump, which is monkeys, until quite a bit later in the game when Ocean gets his blink dagger.
I'm gonna say Zoomers on this one. I
think that Zoomers take this game, it's going to look just more fun. But I really respect Quincy Crew's draft here, and I think that last pick Pugna was not enough to turn it into like.
Well, I think it goes down to the Ursa power spike with the Battle Fury up and what kind of item choices he goes for. Can the sniper stay alive? Is Coin gonna struggle in his mid lane? Is he gonna be able to throw hits from the back line? It really goes down to how these cores play it, because Wyvern can always reinitiate or counter initiate, that is, actually. And with the Mirana and the Sand King, they have a lot of setups. They have a wombo combo on their side, and 4Zoomers are just kind of forced to go at their enemy, hunt them down, and not play too defensive. They have to be the guys being active in this game and just hunt them down with the initiative.
And I'm going to do something now that in my coaching career I never ever did. But I'm going to bring up my mid lane Pugna experience, which is that if you're playing against a sniper, you're getting wrecked.
Usually you do, especially since Pugna benefits from those early levels, renders sniper's capability pretty well, and has no escape mechanism away from this Pugna. Pugna also very high on movement speed, 330 versus 285. So if you get those boots early, you have the regeneration on your side. If you control the action runes, I think the action runes are going to play the biggest part on how Pugna's mid lane is going to go. If he can't control the action runes with the help of his supports, Sniper can get an easier time in the mid lane. A very online Pugna is going to lead to towers going down.
Yes, but I think you misunderstood me there. I think that the sniper wins it hands down.
Oh yeah, I thought you said that the Pugna beats the sniper.
No, the sniper, because I'm a Pugna player. Because you see, I don't like playing midline. My mechanics are trash. But the fun part is that I know where to move on the map because I've seen this 300 times before, and that means that mid laners like Death Prophet and Pugna, if I get forced into the mid lane, I'm like, you know what? I'm fine in this lane. I hope to not get solo killed. And then we take it from there because I can really do work in these first pushes and in the mid game team fights. And it usually works for me.
Yep.
But up against my last matchup against the sniper was absolutely dreadful. Because after the first couple of waves, he starts to outrange you. You don't really get any hits in on him anymore. And then when you go into blast the wave, he can just snipe away at you. You get slowed. You think, okay, well, maybe I can use the Prepify to escape in some way, and he's just going to shrapnel you. There's no way to survive.
And here come the bounties onto the sniper as well. They are they're not enjoying the peeps. 4 bounties, 5th bounty. Wait, who's still missing? Pugna? Gunner? Is he out of bounties? I wish he would have one so we get the full 5 all on this. But I was about to say Quincy crew potentially looking for a first blood in this bottom area. But they've already been spotted by Gunner. Monkeys Forever also hiding in the trees. They have 3 heroes to go here. And they especially want to put the Centaur against anybody else except the Ursa. So if he goes up against the SK, it's just a casual battle of the offlaners who farms faster. And who becomes more active after the 5-minute mark when you can start creep skipping again. We might just see 5 minutes of stable laning if the supports aren't there. And it's more about the troll versus the Ursa.
The question is if Quincy crew would accept that, because I think they have a clue and they're putting the war towards the offlane right now. Because they know that they win Ursa into Centaur. And for 4Zoomers, it's more like, Sammy Boy will do alright up there.
Sammy Boy is thinking about swapping lanes. Maybe a fake swap? There's an ops ward that was a bit too far away to spot Sammy's movements.
Monkeys is bot now for sure.
Yeah, so Centaur versus the Ursa. They probably should have done the lane swap. They should have probably gone through it all the way, but they didn't. So they're gonna have to live with the Centaur struggling against the Ursa and get a better lane for the Troll against the SK. Arrow. Uh-oh. Ocean waiting for the fissure in the lake. Has it available? SK leveled up nothing yet. Husky with the enchant slows him down. The rolling axes are there. The stun as well. This is going to be first blood. It doesn't go for Quincy crew. It goes for the Zoomers.
Very well played there. Just Ocean lurking until he sees that the burrow strike has been used. Et voila.
They wanted to make a move on Sammy Boy getting arrowed. And then Shaker just makes it easier with the fissure. Might have done a bit of a miscalculation there. Maybe should have just sufficed with, well, the arrow connected. What's the big deal? Let's not do anything about it. They wanted to harass a bit and they lost a life. And Troll getting a bit of extra money for himself. But he's going to get those Wraith Bands really quickly. And then we have Gunner versus Quinn. Hugnut versus Sniper. The Decrep's definitely going to make Quinn's life a bit more difficult in the mid lane, since if he wants to last hit range creeps, you might just see some Decrep spam coming in so that you're disarmed, unable to get last hits unless you have a shrapnel already
the range
ticking.
for that is short.
The range is short, but also the distance in the mid lane is very short too.
It's true.
Monkey's being harassed by the Ursa a lot here, so he's not willing to challenge this Ursa, and rightfully so. You don't want to go near this Ursa. He wants to pick up any last hits he can without actually endangering his life. Yeah. He's just relentlessly being chased by Yawar.
He's okay with just getting experience here, but yeah, I think that this time it's going to cost him his life.
Yeah, he's already got 4 stacks of Fury Swipes to make that the 5th one, and Monkey's Forever slowed up so hard that he's got nothing left to give here. He will go down. Yawar gets his own kill, so both cores, both carries, now have 1 each.
A little bit surprised to not just see him TP towards his own tower there, but I'm guessing that maybe he wants to pick up stuff from the base, so that he can TP into that same tower with fresh HP and fresh consumables.
Mid being rotated here. Gunner
This
pick
is
rep
important.
on the sniper. Sniper can't get right clicks off. That shrapnel also hurts a bit. Yeah, it does have the bottle on Gunner and has to wait 50 more seconds until the action rune spawns. And MSS is here to back up, so we're playing duo mid for a bit.
That was a husky creep there as well. 2.5 versus 2. But yeah, Gunner's just having a rough time from now on. And that's what Ocean's here for. He needs to threaten this sniper so that Gunner can't lose this lane harder as he otherwise would.
MSS is not lucky with the first leap. And Ocean looking for the fissure stun again, walking very close. When missing one last hit there under the tower because of the Shaker walking towards, but he wants to go for this action rune. SVG's there, but he's got the fissure. Doesn't even need to use it. He pops the illusion rune. Denies it from both. He can't really save it for the Pugna if the Wyvern's there, so he has to do something.
He just needs to threat up the fissure to be around. That's all. And the Wyvern isn't a great roamer. Shaker is. Husky on this Enchantress is also really nice. And again, Mirana is sort of locked into the top lane because of Sammy Boy being an excellent laner. This is what you'll always see with the troll. You get a 1-on-1, he's going to dominate that stuff unless he's up against, say, a Queen of Pain or some other of like the real mid lane dominating stuff.
Yeah, and you can see that Lilith is going for the Sandstorm build. Wait a second, okay.
Yeah.
Ocean might survive. SVG, there you go. Husky goes for the enchant. Fissure's ready, blocks the Winter Wyvern. He does have a small narrow path to escape through. So Quinn down, and then Gunner follows suit. But Quinn gets
Monkeys
the XP.
is fighting Yawar, and Yawar is losing.
7 stacks of Fury swipes too.
Yep, but 13 stacks of Retaliate.
Yeah, that's the only way that he could actually beat this Ursa is have a lot of Retaliate stacks to fight against. But in terms of the offlaner CS, Monkeys is 18, while Lelis only has 8. So with those Sandstorm points, he can finally start racking up a bit. And they're looking for the arrow combos. MSS is coming in, gonna line up the arrow once he's in place. And Lelis, a bit too far away for the stun. And Husky's already here, so he will defuse the situation. And SVG is coming too. A lot of people coming in. Gunner getting harassed by Quinn's ulti there. And Husky walks into the welcoming party. Might need to call for some backup, and that's why Ocean is here too, serving the situation.
And for the first time in 4 games now of these teams against each other, 4Zoomers is leading the net worth.
Stampede has been used. Lelis trapped inside his own Sandstorm. And they will get him down, so Sammy Boy will get the kill on Lelis. 4-man rotation. Gunner also moving in there, and that's with the help of Monkeys Forever popping his ult. You get the extra movement speed to get in there, get the damage output.
Smoking up towards mid.
I think this is a very smart choice, very smart call. They can just get there in time. They're waiting for the Fissure stun to come out as well, and they're so far away. They finally get to it. Pops the ultimate too, and might just have the damage for it. Quinn drops down, and he will fall as well. And Gunner will go down to MSS at the tower. So second time in a row now that Pogna kills the sniper first, gets the XP, but they both end up dying.
That's all he really needs, and you can see that there's so much involvement from his supports necessary in order to make that lane equal at all.
Yeah, you need to protect the sniper. He cannot survive in a 1v1.
The Pugna. I swear, man, the Pugna. Are we gonna debate this? Do you want me to show the stats later?
I guess we should. We could take a look at those and see what's behind it. I just feel like the games that I've seen, the games that I've been in, I always see the Pugna just beating the sniper because of the help of his friends. Because sniper 1v1 is alright, but you want to gank the sniper, and you're always better in a 2v2 against them. And just look at this aggression that they're doing again. They're doing the same thing all over again, just forcing the sniper behind his tier 1 tower, defenseless around so many mud golems and everything. Husky dropping low, will die to the Starstorm, and Ocean throwing in a bit of damage as well. Gunner does have his ultimate available. The Nether Blast won't connect, so they know this is not a kill. But they get the sniper, and this time Gunner lives through it, and he's going to pressure this tower. This tower just might go down before the sniper's even up.
Excellently played out.
One blast should seal the deal. Meanwhile, in bot lane, they use the Stampede slow on Yawar. He doesn't have an ulti for 7 seconds. He's dead. Sammy Boy picks it up too.
Beautifully done. Yawar did not see that coming at all. Last time he saw monkeys forever, the guy was on half health, hiding behind a tree.
Husky being a nuisance for Lelis. Uses his Burrow Strike, and here they go again. It's Gunner and Ocean coming for the rescue. A lot of Starstorm damage coming from MSS with that level 3 Starstorm, but Lelis will still get sucked to death. They will get Husky in return. Now Quinn comes in, and this is a good rotation from him because he needs to force this puck. No, we need even a kill as well. Quinn needs the vision, pops his ulti, pops the shrapnel, and that should be it. Quinn gets the kill on Ocean, being forced out, arrowed up by MSS. Does he have the right-click damage for it? He needs a couple more, but no lead charges, so Ocean will live for now. But super important that the sniper does do the rotation.
The problem is though that I don't see Quincy crew have like a good siege lineup around that sniper. They're going to need to have these ultimates ready every single time. On SVG, who's getting levels on the bot lane right now, by the way, so that's good for him.
Yeah, they need to get that
MSS
6.
at least has 6.
Yeah, SVG gets 6 as well with that last creep as well, so now they have their ultimates up. The only ones without their ults, the Shaker and the Enchantress, so both supports and Zoomers. Though they've been a part of a lot of kills, but now they're going to dive Monkeys Forever. Yawar with SVG. The slows are there, the damage output as well. Might be able to TP away, but gonna have to use the Winter's Curse to make sure that the Centaur doesn't escape their hands. Not the longest cooldown anyway, 80 seconds, and to a worth place as well. Mirana ulti used to keep MSS safe from being destroyed here. Husky drops down a sentry ward into the tree. Sammy Boy slightly far away. MSS is nowhere nearby, but at least they know that if there's anybody else coming in, they will see it happen.
And they need to take down this wave in order to actually get the siege with the tower.
They're gonna be able to take it down. There will be no problem with it. Ursa with the catapult wave also doing the same thing. So classic tier 1 trade on both sides of the map.
SVG just got spotted warding. Don't think this deep ward's gonna live. I mean, he should have been spotted. He's been traipsing around underneath this radiant ward.
And when they were talking at the early stages of the game about if they peep one more time on the sniper, they will get triggered at, and it put 1 point in headshot, but it's enough for an Enchantress kill. Even despite the fissure coming from Ocean. And looking at Ocean's money situation, he's got almost 1,000 gold in his pocket, so he's looking to build a fairly fast Blink Dagger if he can keep alive.
Now, the real question is Husky fly?
Tried to cast his ult, you could see that he had it activated, but no.
It's a shame for 4Zoomers to lose this ward over on the side, though, because this means that Yawar can actually curve in without them knowing that he's there.
Monkeys might be in for ill surprise. Yawar's right on top of him. The slow connects. He's got a couple stacks of Fury swipes on him. 2 more seconds for another jump. Forced to use the defensive Stampede into the trees and try to go for a TP out. MSS does have an arrow ready, so all he needs to do is just wait for the TP to come out. But the Monkeys knows he has no escaping from this. And Yawar will find a kill, and that also hastens his progress towards the Battle Fury. Gunner with a DD rune though, an Ocean coming in from the side. Just walks in front of Quinn and turns around, just goes for a friendly. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing? I was wondering he didn't actually pop the high five there and just walk out right after. Mask of
like
Madness
seeing that.
Sniper. Okay.
Risky. I like it. Like, you definitely have 2 farming cores on your lineup right now, and at least you can make that window as short as possible, because a sniper is... There's no items that you can buy on a sniper that are going to make him fight ready versus this lineup. It's just not happening. Either your team saves you or they don't.
Also, he does get a bit of extra movement speed to reposition if he already has his Mask of Madness on, or if they see the Stampede coming in, it will pop it, try and get a safe distance, then start right-clicking. But in the dire topside jungle, there's some action happening here. Gunner was smoked up. Ocean and Monkeys Forever also in the area. Lelis farming up a camp. The wave is pushing in. Meanwhile, Husky is trying to keep Yawar away from getting this wave to the tower. Throws the enchant. Gives a little bit of a bully here. And because Troll isn't here, this is Quincy crew with 4 heroes trying to potentially defend their tower and maybe even force a fight. They have Mirana ulti available. There's only this one sentry that they're relying. I think what they think is, well, if Lelis wasn't in lane, that Mirana ulti's probably on, but it's still there.
Yeah, they were positioned for that, but it's not happening. And Gunnar backs off. He's building into a Glimmer Cape, actually.
I don't yeah, I like the idea of having the Glimmer Cape, since it does mitigate the magical damage dealt by Quincy crew, since they are pretty much all of them magical damage except for Sniper's right clicks and Ursa's right clicks. Everything else, all their abilities, they're all magical damage.
Yes, and Pugna is of course extremely strong versus right click damage because he has the Decrepify.
Yep, and Centaur building a pipe, he only needs like a few hundred gold to get the pipe ready. So that's also going to help them a lot when they start going for full-on team fights. That's also a problem for Quincy crew because they don't have the nuke damage necessary once that pipe is up. So they're going to have to rely on Sniper being in a safe spot, just hitting. Ursa might end up kited. He might force some really important pieces out of the fight away, like, for example, focusing the Centaur, just to keep him out for the fights to come. The stun onto Monkeys Forever from Lelis, and MSS was looking for the arrow, but he will go for the bounty, but Sammy Boy is going to steal it. One more leap charge, no more leaps remaining, and inside the trees, he does have a Starstorm, but he's not... there we go, the Starstorm goes out, but at the same time, just going to get sucked to death, while Monkeys Forever gets hit by the Winter's Curse, and Sammy Boy wants to keep on going. One lucky root. Yes. No. Yeah, there we go.
That's the Battle Fury just in.
And straight to Roche. Straight to Roche because they can.
Yep. As long as you tank for that troll and he doesn't get stunned up, look at that damage coming in. It's beautiful. Like, Monkeys is gonna hurt a bit.
Lelis trying to go for a steal. He might just time it perfectly, looking for the opportunity. Epicenter. Nope. Even cancels it.
Oh,
if he...
And we've seen such brilliant blink reveals from Lelis before. As I was kind of counting on it.
He keeps it hidden. They still don't know about it, but they are predicting that SK probably has a blink by now.
Yeah, I mean, he disappeared off the map. It's around 60 minutes. He's got it.
Lelis and MSS coming towards top. They have the Sniper standing in the back. Monkeys Forever also with Gunner. Won't get to that. And at the same time, Yawar finds a kill on Ocean. But it's only a support kill. It's still a kill nevertheless for Yawar, who also has Battle Fury up. Is going for a blink, but also building a BKB at the same time. So he's got the Ogre Club for the tankiness. We'll see if he goes straight for the BKB instead of the Blink Dagger. It's been a while since we've actually seen blinks on Ursus, but this is the game to have it. I would totally agree on building a blink on the Ursa this game.
Several juicy targets to jump on, as well as blinking over a fissure could be extremely important.
Just look at this gank squad right here. They want to go on the Centaur instead of Sammy Boy. They know that if he gets that Stampede off Sammy Boy straight towards Quinn, he doesn't have the detection necessary, does he? He's still got the root off, so he sees him where he is, and there's the heal coming from SVG. He's dying to the Battle Fury at the back, and Gunner kicks down Quinn. He throws in the damage. Yawar is all alone, all between 4Zoomers heroes. And oh my goodness, I was wondering if the Wyvern's actually going to die to the goddamn cleave damage from the Troll Warlord. He didn't. He was afraid to drop his ult because he was repositioning himself not to die from the cleave.
Yeah, and that's a shame because maybe if they drop the Winter's Curse there, they actually get to live. But instead, Sammy Boy just gets to walk straight up into the sniper, as that's not allowed. But I saw it happen.
That's exactly how 4Zoomers want to play this game. Stampede into the backline and make sure that Sniper is focused on at all times.
Yeah,
Then they can just kite the Ursa the rest of the fight if they can. Then that's where the Winter Wyvern intercepts, and then SK and Morana can follow up.
oh,
But
another shoal.
they can't allow 4Zoomers to play this aggressive. They need to be the ones taking command. And when they do, they need to make sure that that Stampede doesn't mean Sniper's death. They're scouting. They're trying to get info. Won't find anyone. They ward the cliff. They find the sentry, but this ops ward will be... It will remain intact. And there's a smoke on Enchantress. There's a blink dagger for the shaker. Not gonna reveal it yet though. He's gonna stay hidden. Does he want to go on Lelis? He's pinging it. He's pinging Lelis. But the thing is, he sees the shaker the whole time. He sees the blink dagger, so that's why he's just standing still here, like, come at me. I have faster fingers, then you might just waste an ult.
I'm gonna smoke with it instead.
They are trying to look for someone in the bot lane. They see Yawar in the
War
lane.
is gonna get cut off. If he doesn't TP now, he's
Yeah,
dead.
there we go. The scan will connect. They see that he is somewhere in the area. They just need to find the vision's not on point though. He's somewhere in the trees. Gunner right next to him. The Glimmer Cape has now run out. He finds him. He finds Yawar. He goes straight up for the Decrepify so Yawar can get any right clicks off, and this Ursa is doomed.
Oof. This man is a battle fury. This man wants to be hitting creep camps right now. And he feels like he needs to play up because the sniper can't. And this was always the risk with the sniper if he was not going to win that mid lane. I thought that he was going to win the mid lane. Quincy thought that. 4Zoomers played their way out of this. And now they don't have enough space for both of these cores.
Sammy Boy gets the opportunity to start chewing on this tier 1 tower. 45 seconds remaining on that Aegis. Monkeys Forever will live for now. Sammy Boy being the target of focus. The dust will be used, so they see Sammy Boy with his Shadow Blade. Now he turns around. And an Echo Slam from Ocean as well, but nobody's hitting on the troll. This Wyvern ulti just doesn't help them at all. Ocean will give his life. They see that they are coming in. Morana ult still remaining for a few more seconds. Sammy Boy in the back, still holding onto his ult, still holding onto his Aegis. That will cancel the Centaur. He can't get his TP off. Monkeys. 2 pickoffs for Quincy crew. They're happy with this. Even if they didn't get the best Winter's Curse, it still gave them the choke point hold on one specific area so that they could take that fight more safely.
A little bit of disconnection there. Like, Ocean thought that Sammy Boy was going to go in, and Sammy Boy was already running out. It was rough.
Yeah,
They gotta be more clear about what kind of circumstances they take the fights in or not. And they have been on point about that so far, so I'd be surprised to see that happening again.
Don't be mad. Did your best.
Still 8 seconds for the Centaur to come up. Quinn, I've been looking at him for a bit. He's still building his MKB. It's going to give him a lot of attack speed. Going to benefit more from that
Sammy's on
headshot.
his own here. He doesn't have an Aegis anymore.
Oh no. Sammy Boy does have his ulti, but too long of a stun. And MSS will cut down the dominating streak. 544 gold for this Morana. That means Spirit Vessel is ready.
Yep. The Troll's not going to enjoy that, and neither will the Pugna.
That is a turning point for Quincy crew. Just as one item, make a huge benefit. And Sniper also has Imp Claw and a Demon Edge just freshly off the courier. So 200 damage plus the crit on top. SVG might pull off a bait here. Trying to keep the wave away. Trying to get his level 2 ultimate too.
This is the kind of overextension that Sammy Boy really can't afford. His team has given him some really nice opportunities to get ahead of this Ursa. But Ursa is closing in on this BKB right now. And if you want to stay ahead, you gotta be farming right now. He's not.
They're sentrying up so that they can go for a smoke here with the fresh spirit vessel. But Quinn's not actually feeling it. He's gonna walk back into the lane. Are they gonna use him as a bait or something? Because
No, they just need someone to show anything, and you want to keep control over that mid wave as well.
and 4Zoomers are
He
smoked as
actually
well.
baits
We're gonna see maybe a
reaction.
smoke on smoke action, possibly.
Radiant's middle tower.
That's a Sange on the courier for the Ursa. BK, wait, never mind. It's a Sange for the SK. He's going halberd. So we got the BKB on the Ursa already. Saw that a bit wrong there for a second. They're gonna go for the smoke. They've got the items. The downside is they have been spotted. The ops ward shows where they are, and 4Zoomers are gonna take the high ground advantage. They even reveal where they are right now, but they don't see on the high ground. Shrapnels and everything need to be used for really smartly here. There we go with the pot of malt. Punkies can't get the stun off. They will have to use the stampede to disengage. This is not the way that 4Zoomers want to take this fight, but at the same time, they've got Sammy Boy going on to Lelis, and Sand King does have his blink available. Sammy Boy very alone in the backline, has no friends around, and will die. Meanwhile, Quincy crew, they've got Yawar. Yawar thrown into the air. Connor does get hit, but he won't take that much damage. Husky will clear out SVG, and Lelis still keeping the chase going on here. Connor, they're turning around with the Ursa. Can they take down the Ursa? He's going to decrepify him and get healed alive, and he will die. And also the Mirana taking a lot of damage. Another ulti from Gunner. Oh my god, they just turned it around there, and Husky is now coming back in, and it's 2 versus 3. Quinn, if he gets that Yules, if Gunner gets the Yules, this might be a dead sniper. He's very scared to go there, though. Lelis is still around. They will give up on the chase. It's a 2 for 3 trade for Zoomers.
Yep, and Sammy Boy has to split to the right there because of the way that the Ursa is right in the middle of the pack, and yeah, you want to kite out that Ursa BKB. You gotta go somewhere, and unfortunately nobody else splits the same way as he does, and he ends up having to pop his ult, having to fight into 3 heroes, and unfortunately not making it. But excellent turnaround from Gunner there.
10 seconds for the Winter's Curse to be up. Ocean sees SVG frozen, the fissure stun, but the D ward will still happen nevertheless. And now looking at the next item choices, Troll War. We're gonna see our first Silver Edge, Kips.
It's going to be huge. I really like this item on this hero. You've already got a lot of damage, and now you're going to have slows with that as well, some attack speed. It's...
They can also break the Ursa, so he can try and go on a 1 versus 1 with the Ursa too. But he wants to kill the sniper. If he focuses the Ursa, that means the Centaur has to keep the sniper at bay. They're stacking up in mid once again. MSS reveals himself. Sammy Boy with his Shadow Blade popped. They don't see the troll. There's the goes down from Ocean, and a great jump from Lelis, and there's the Winter's Curse coming in as well. The Earthshaker will lose his life, but he's already done his job. The Spirit Vessel onto Sammy Boy. Quinn trying to do a lot of damage here. He's still on the run though. They will end up maybe losing this Mirana, dropping very low on HP. Impetus Spears should seal the deal, and there comes Ursa onto Sammy Boy. And can he get his Shadow Blade off? No, he won't. He will not get it. 3 heroes down from Zoomers, and Quincy crew only losing the Mirana. Pugna trying to make a run for it. Gets a regen rune to regen up again, and Blink is available in a second, so he gets out, and that means Quincy crew takes Roshan number 2.
Big turnaround there. Once again, Sammy Boy just ends up in the middle, and he does not have a BKB. Like, I do like the Silver Edge, but I can't help but wonder if he shouldn't have built that BKB first.
Gunner. Oh no, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it once again? With another blast, he sees it go down, but the Dire get the kill in the Aegis for Yawar. And the cheese for the sniper. This is gonna make killing the sniper so much harder.
Very close though, at the very least for the Roche kill.
Could have been a bit more extra gold, but yeah, the little things sometimes matter.
Yeah, you gotta go for it.
So what are we expecting from 4Zoomers here? They can't play the aggressive game while the Aegis is up, at least.
No, they can't, but they have a pretty good split push setup here, especially with Gunner having a Blink Dagger. So he can make sure that the waves are out, even into Mirana, which is like, it's scary, man. Pushing when you know that there can be an MLS at any moment now. And hey, double Paladin Swords drop. I don't think Paladin Sword is as good as it used to be, because Lifesteal doesn't stack additively anymore. Additively, wow.
But
But
Yeah.
but it's still very nice to just get free lifesteal and some free extra damage on your carry, and both of them get it. I do think that it's very unfair normally when only one side gets the paladin sword, so
yeah.
a lucky drops there and at exactly the same moment in time.
Dire's top
Quinn
tower
is equipping the greater fairy fire.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
So wants to have even more tankiness for that
And
item.
damage.
Radiant structures are
Does give
fortified.
damage, it's true.
Radiant's
But
middle tower
allow
is
him to at least have like this this first heal and have the cheese as a secondary. He's got the life steal too, so if he just get those hits out and maybe keep himself alive a bit longer. 4Zoomers, they want to fight against the Aegis. I have to commend them for this. This is very bold. But if they can pull it off, it's them. This is the team that can definitely pull it off if they do. Radiant scan.
There's a BKB on the troll.
They're sensing. They see them on the high ground.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Or at least believe
No
they are
jokes
there.
this time.
Wards down. Potamulti, SVG holding on the high ground with Winter Wyvern. 4Zoomers waiting on the low ground for them to appear. Smoke up with the Potamult. Backing away. Going for a wraparound potentially. And Zoomers will not get to fight. They will not get to fight this at all. Quincy crew taking a very long route. But they still have
Show
time.
of dominance though. They're saying we're gonna fight into the Aegis right now. And Quincy crew say, yeah, you know what? We'll take our Aegis back to our own side of the map.
Two
Hopefully you
minutes.
see that.
2 minutes and 10 seconds left. And the Aegis will expire. Almost a Yules on this Mirana. So Mirana can do Yules arrow combinations. Once Sniper gets BKB, it becomes impossible for the Shaker and the Centaur to stun him. The War. Spider legs. Moving around the lake. And he's got a
Spider
nullifier.
bear. That's some scary stuff.
With all that damage, with all that
And-
attack speed from the Fury swipes.
Gunner's not safe anymore now. He also can't degrab teammates anymore to save them from the Ursa, basically. Nullifier's
catch
just
monkeys?
gonna take it right off.
They're hunting the Centaur.
Radiant's bottom tower
Expecting him to
Monkeys?
be there. Can he TP out? I think he can.
Monkeys.
Monkeys?
The creep
He's out.
finds him.
The creep finds him, but he's out. He's out. He's safe. Safe for now. 30 minutes played. This is game 3 of the grand finals. We're tied up 1-1. We are battling for a potential championship point for either team. 3 victories required to win a best of 5. So they've already completed a third of the trip. Stun on the Sniper. Ocean still wants to keep pressure onto the Sniper. Echo Slam as well. Winter's Curse perfectly timed as well. He gets to use the cheese. He's got the heals out. He's got the Paladin Sword, but he's still going to go down. He doesn't get to do anything. The Decrepify just makes him completely useless. They got the Winter's Curse out, but that's all they got to do. The Fissure Stun, they get to keep the Ursa away. He's still got the Aegis though, and Sammy Boy is winning this fight. He will take maybe the Ursa down as well. He's got his ulti, BKB running, still trying to make some distance for himself. Husky, does he find the spear? He doesn't. There's the epicenter. He will find the backline. A lot of damage. Lelis, can he take down Gunner? They will take down Ocean at least. And Gunner going to throw himself into the air with the Yules and buy himself a bit of extra time, but he will fall down. And now Yawar getting troubled by Sammy Boy. He's just smacking away as much as he can. He's still got his ultimate available. He will pop it. The arrow will come in as well, but the BKB is there and he won't connect at all. And Ocean coming in with another bleak stun. They will take down Yawar. He's trying to take down Sniper as well. And Quinn is trying to turn around and make his way out from this fight as well. At the same time, the disarm is coming in. Can he get him? Yes, he can. Quinn can do it. He takes the team wipe. He makes it end. The pain is finally ended from 4Zoomers. Quincy crew take them all out.
They outfight them finally, and it was this close. Ocean was this close to stunning Lelis out of being able to blink along with that epicenter. That would have turned the entire fight, but Lelis just blinked at the moment at Ocean. And it's like, it was just a read from Ocean. He couldn't even see that. He came so close to making that one for 4Zoomers.
Lelis with that halberd disarm when Troll was running towards Sniper.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't even throw ranged right clicks at him. Quinn finishes the tower all by himself. Quincy crew looking strong. They have recovered from the upset in game 2, and the way they turned that fight around, Lelis is making it so much possible for them.
Oh, this is such an enabler, and I said it in the best possible way. This man just knows how to make his team happy.
Gunner notices the need for damage. We are going Dagon 5. Ever heard of that boy band before? Because that's a good nuke that they can definitely use with the Decrepify. Very high nuke. Especially on this hero who does like to potentially go for Spell Amp later on as well. So that all that damage can just keep accumulating. And then it also enables the troll a lot more, because then they have to worry about potentially one target less, or just get someone destroyed before they get anything off. Say, for example, if they find the Winter Wyvern, delete the Winter Wyvern instantly, it opens up a whole different universe for 4Zoomers.
Yes, or whoever is getting saved by the Winter Wyvern. Sometimes Gunnar can't really nuke into it anymore, or he needs his life drain for something else. And now you can just delete people.
Well, they are smoked up on 4Zoomers and trying to look for any Quincy crew heroes. Roshan still respawning in 30 seconds as a minimum. Not a guaranteed timer. There's an Ops ward on the high ground, and they see the smokes are popping. They're going to be maybe late for this one. They have to back up. They have to stack again. The disarm on Sammy Boy, allowing Quincy crew to stack up, and this allows Lelis also to go for the stun. Monkeys forever. Throws in for the blink stun as well. Sand King dropping very low on HP. There's the Dagon. It's only level 1. Doesn't do a lot, but the Echo stun coming in as well, and will take down SVG. Quinn trying to man fight against the Earthshaker. The Fissure stun coming in as well. He's disarmed too. He's trapped inside the trees. He's cornered. Yawar is being kited. They're trying to focus down the Ursa, and Ocean is just trying to make the best out of this situation. Stunning the sniper again, and Quinn, does he have any way to escape? He's at the end of the tree line, and now Sammy Boy gets to hack this sniper into pieces. The trolls and dwarves, the fights always continue. They are always so memorable. This time the troll just wrecks the dwarf apart. Another ulti from SVG, keeping Sammy Boy away from Yawar, and MSS goes for the buyback as well, and Sammy Boy realizes this is the time to leave. 2 buybacks from Quincy crew. Oh, what a fight once again, and this time it's 4Zoomers who come up strong.
Yeah, like last fight, Ocean couldn't be the MVP, but yeah, you monkeys, you do that exactly. Yeah, boy deserves that. He took so much attention from the sniper, kited him, juked him. Then the Mirana came in. He gets a 2-man stun and blinks out. What a guy! This man is hands down my favorite player in this tournament. I'm just gonna go straight biased on that one. I don't care. He's been so entertaining and so on point.
Well, he has been. I mean, this game basically offers you some of the best that NA has to offer. Very talented off-lane players. Such funny guys as well, like Lelis and Monkeys Forever. Both very enjoyable to watch, and also good humoristic characters. And what I want to talk about here is the Earthshaker Yule's pickup on Ocean. That like the way he was isolating the sniper from the fight. He can keep on doing it again, and a Stampede used defensively from Monkeys Forever to keep this Ursa away. So that's an ulti on cooldown for a minute. It's not a long time, but it is for quite a bit.
A bit of a respite, and we are looking at only 35 seconds left on that Roshan respawn timer. Quincy crew definitely hoping for that one. I think they have the better choke point fight with the Winter Wyvern, but it's close. With these slams that Ocean has been landing, it's still very dangerous for them to fight there.
Lelis, he's on the edge of vision. Ocean knows someone's sitting right behind that mid area, but Sun King's gonna be fine. Going for Guardian Greaves too. Like this pickup too on this hero.
It's going to free up a slot as well, and he can definitely use one of those right now.
Yeah. We also got the MKB soon up on the Troll Warlord. Gonna need a couple more 100 gold to finish it up. And Roshan number 3. We are 37 minutes in this game 3, and another Rosh. This is the most Roshans we've seen so far. Monkeys will tank the arrow.
Yeah, you
Quincy crew are coming in. They're coming in really quick. Can they take this rush down? And Lilith comes into the pit maybe a bit too early. And SVG drops a beautiful Winter's Curse. They're holding them in place. And another arrow. They're going to keep the Shaker busy. And at the same time, Cypher just hitting in right clicks. Quinn is doing so much damage to the backline. They're forcing 4Zoomers away. And they can potentially just steal this Roshan for themselves. But they're backing onto the high ground. They've traded supports back and forth. They know there's no Winter's Curse this time. But then again, 4Zoomers, they decide to go back into the pit. They know that Quincy crew, what are you going to do? Can you fight us? Not sure if you can. Gunner's gonna heal Sammy Boy. Yamar with the BKB jumping into the pit. Who's gonna take the Aegis? Sammy Boy snatches it. Monkeys Forever will go down nevertheless. And Lilith is doing damage there, but so is Quinn. Quinn getting the chances to right click from the backline. Another disarm. And Troll is just standing there like, oh, what am I gonna do right now? He's still got his ulti running. He finds the Mirana, the root as well. But the Aegis come. The Aegis does run out as Quinn deals enough damage to pop it. The TP from Mirana. Not gonna happen. Gunner will cancel it. And Mirana's out. Triple kill for Gunner. They take the Aegis. They do lose it in that fight, but Quincy crew, they lose 4.
Coming out with the win. That decision to go back in is huge. And Gunnar, like, I know that Sammy Boy is getting all of the attention running after people, but Gunnar just quietly mopped up everyone that was left over from Quincy crew right there.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is
In all honesty, I was feeling that this game could potentially go for 4Zoomers, but Quincy crew really proved me wrong here in many cases, that the way that they play has definitely improved since last game, and they play so well. But 4Zoomers just somehow find a way to work around all of the stuff that Quincy crew are throwing at them. Baiting out Winter Wyvern ults, not really being hurt by that too much. He's actually TPing onto the left side. Can he get a surprise? Ocean is invis ruined, and he's looking for the Quinn sniper. Fisher?
Still has a slam as well.
Yeah, that doesn't want to go in because the Winter Wyvern ult is still up. They will back away. They take the Midrax away, and Quincy crew will lose 1 lane.
And they had Husky pushing out the bot tower all this time as well. If Sammy Boy feels ready, they can just push more.
Quinn has ninja gear.
Oh,
Very good to have on the
really
sniper.
Enjoyable.
Yep. Are pinging his location. Meanwhile, Lelis goes for the stun onto the Troll Warlord. SVG pops his Arctic Burn, but he's a bit too far away to get the ult onto the Troll. And is it really worth it just popping it on the Troll if there's nobody else nearby? They really want to use the Troll to hit someone else. So if there's somebody nearby that can take one hero out quickly from the fight, allow them to go for the full setups with the Mirana arrow on the Troll. Or like we've seen, Monkeys has been the guy tanking the bullets, the literal ballista bullets. He's been the guy always in between of the arrows. As long as he keeps doing that, it means 4Zoomers can dish out damage.
It does. Silver Edge now finally up for Sammy Boy. Really glad that he decided to skip that one for a while until his build was more ready for it. And now finally the Abyssal Blade coming up. This is going to be very, very, very important for him to chase all of these mobile targets.
Just look at those stats. 40 damage, 45 attack speed, 12 strength, giving you also 240 HP. You've got mana regen. You get the double attack from the Echo Saber. You get the benefits from the Shadow Blade. You get the break for 4 seconds and 175 bonus physical damage on your first right click.
It feels super good.
That is
This
super
also
good.
super expensive.
tower is being attacked.
Well, it's one of the most expensive items in the game at the
MLS
moment.
coming their way.
But how
Top tower is under siege.
are they gonna get to this?
Our
How
person
are
was
they gonna
ready.
take this fight? Yawar wants to hit the back line. Monkey is forever in the front. Sammy
Sammy
Boy
Boy
is there
gets spotted.
too. Yawar actually does use his Earth Shock and blinks out immediately. So just
He's got the Earthshock AoE, so that's a good way
Yeah.
to disable any blink daggers.
yeah,
that are
exactly.
needed.
I was looking at the same, so that's good that they have the AoE to cancel the blinks and then be sure to get out.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
I think right now they might want to focus on getting Lelis more experience, just because if he can get the Sandstorm slow and blind, that's going to be huge for the team fights.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
They see Sammy Boy. Do they see anybody else? They see monkeys forever. The arrow is coming in as well. They will get it. The stuns, however, the heals. They get the echoes down from Ocean as well. The Winter's Curse will connect onto Ocean as well. Sammy Boy trying to hit the back line. Quinn has his BKB up. The disarm onto the troll as well. And they will use the Stampede. They're trying to get out. Sammy Boy staying in the fight. He hasn't popped his ult, but he wants to take down the Sand King. He's just wrecking him at this point, and he wants to go in. Meanwhile, the rest, they're being kited here in the river. They will take down Yawar. They lost the Ursa. Sammy Boy, can he close the distance? The Fisher stun coming in from Ocean. Quinn's gonna go down as well. Might even have to go for a buyback. Yawar just popped his on the Ursa, and we're running low on buybacks. Only the Sniper and the Winter Wyvern have theirs. Mirana's gonna get hers as soon as she has money for it. Only 30 gold away.
See you later.
Oh, that team fight positioning was beautiful. Sammy Boy was just fighting the entirety of Quincy crew, and Yawar was trying to do the same over on the other side. He was just getting kited. The monkeys lives through it all thanks to Gunner healing him up.
SVG 25 seconds for his ultimate available. Not going to be there right now. Mirana getting jumped on as well. A lot of damage coming in. At the same time, Yawar trying to onto the back line as well. Trying to hit onto Ocean. Trying to hit onto Gunner. Going to take down Gunner. They will take down SVG, and Gunner will fall down as well. Ocean going to be the next target for Yawar to go as well. And at the same time, BKB popped by Quinn. Trying to chase onto Sammy Boy. Yawar trying to get the slow on Sammy Boy. Very low on this Ursa. He will go down as well. And that's a dieback. Ursa gone for 120 seconds. SVG going to be focused on as well. Keep throwing in Infinite Spears, but the heal is there. Wyvern will stay alive for a bit longer, and Sammy Boy is down too. Quinn is holding. They are holding their base. Quincy crew without all these buybacks still kicking in. They are holding their base alive. He tries to flicker. He tries to flicker out, but it won't happen. It won't happen this time. Buyback from the Wyvern. Buyback from the Shaker. Oh, what a game.
I thought the flicker had been adjusted so that couldn't happen.
Not sure if my heart can handle this.
Deep breaths, man. Deep breaths.
Stoon got a Greaves as well in the Sand King, which is definitely going to make things a lot harder.
That extra survivability is so important.
Who do you think is going to scale better from here? We're 45 minutes in. Is it Zoomers or Quincy crew?
Quincy crew. Like, I've been so impressed by Zoomers just holding on, just because they're basically running a solo core lineup into a dual core with the Ursa as well as the Sniper. And they've been outplaying. Every fight they won was an outplay, because they just don't scale as well. That said, though, they have a couple of very important supporting items for their really big core, like for example the Aghanim Scepter or Monkeys Forever. And yeah, here's an extra 4-staff that's really
oh, and a Spell Prism drops as well. This is... wait, who's gonna pick it up? No, not Sand King. Maybe Wyvern? Wyvern could definitely remove that Philosopher's Stone and...
yeah, I'd imagine the
Wyvern Prism. Anybody taking it? Nobody's actually wearing it right now. Are they giving it to the Ursa? I don't know.
No.
Are they not going to use the Spell Prism at all?
Do they really have the lineup for it? I could see someone holding on to it just to swap maybe, but yeah, I guess everyone's pretty happy with what they got right now.
I'll take your tribute.
4Zoomers gonna go smoke up. I'll look for Quincy crew on their side of the map. They don't have any vision. They're gonna have to go in blind and potentially hope for the best. Quick reactions are all about. There's a DD. They just walked past the DD rune. Lelis is gonna go for it. Sammy Boy might just find it. He's gonna find the SK picking it up. Where's the follow-up? There's the stun. The Fisher will come in. The Sand King is all alone. He's gonna lose his life as well in here. Lelis is down. He does have a buyback available, but this allows the team fight to break loose. Winter Wyvern is getting out. That ulti will be held on for now. They forced the buyback from Sand King and they back.
Yes. Free Sand King. This is... they have so many win conditions right now, basically. If they kill the Ursa again, they probably win. If you kill the Sand King again, they probably win. But... there is still Quinn to deal with. They can never count out Quinn. Here's the smoke.
Quinn has played so well this game. All he needs to do is just have his teammates creating the front line, keeping them away. Roshan number 4 up in 1 minute 15 seconds. They can't even steal it. But they might have seen the arrow with the courier.
Radiant's army
They will lose the courier. Now Husky in the
Husky
front.
wants to
Husky
get
doesn't want to go there in the front. Winter Skirts, it's perfect from SVG, but the Decrepify save. Connor might lose his life here. He will. Connor's down for 100 seconds. Quincy Crew might have just found the key to win this fight, maybe win this game. Ocean forced onto the high ground. They are winning it. They are outplaying this right now. 4Zoomers are in panic. They are in complete disarray. SVG with that ultimate opening every possibility for Quincy Crew, and 4Zoomers are panicking their way out. They're gonna lose monkeys forever as well. That means 3 heroes without buyback out of the game. Sammy Boy will find Lilith. That's also a dieback from Quincy Crew, but 2 versus 4. They're gonna have to wait for people to respawn, and Roche is not even up yet. 20 seconds.
At least their creep waves are good. Sammy Boy, no.
Oh no, Sammy Boy, yeah, this is very bad. Oh, if they lose the troll, that might be game. Gets Glimmer caped up. Husky still has to, well, he's probably gonna have to give his life away. Tries to flicker again, but feels like the flicker is just feeling like more of a nuisance than an actual item that helps him in this case. Oh no, Sammy Boy left all alone.
Their waves were really good. Like, there's actually nothing that Quincy Crew can get out of this apart from Roshan spawning fast.
Yep, Roshan is finally up. What they've been waiting for. The timing is on their side, but Zoomers, they just lost the Enchantress, making this a lot harder. They won't be able to contest this. Gunner's courier will die too. He tried to get some information with it. So we got Refresher Shard. We've got the Axe buff.
Oh my god, Sammy
Jeez,
Boy who sold his boots for an Abyssal Blade. And they're going to get one more fight here on 4Zoomers.
What was up with this? They just... 1, 2, 3 couriers given away because they were trying to bait them to come in at low HP to take the Roshan. Well, worthy bait, but Zoomers really couldn't fight against that. Ursa Axe. Refresher Shard on Sniper for now. Probably to get double BKBs off. I would see it work that way. Sammy Boy
is flank so risky, but he has to.
Very dangerous area to be in. Triple arrows from Mirana. Only kills a jungle creep. Sammy Boy. He's pinging, he's waiting for someone to come with him, and they will get the Fissure stun. Quen coming in from the side. And they will get the instant D ward. They have the gem on the Wyvern, so they can get rid of all those wards very quickly. Ocean TPing away. Sammy Boy does the same. And Lelis, if only he walked on the high ground, he might have found a troll TPing away. That could have been a pick-off, but it's an if. He won't find it. 50 minutes in game 3. 10k lead for Quincy Crew. It's been a roller coaster. It's been...
Hasn't ever been. This is just game 3.
This is just game 3. I also had to throw away my sleeve and my bow tie because it's getting super hot in here as well. And, you know, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. I was wishing it would have been a bit more cooler, but I'm happy. I guess. Let's see. Can Quincy Crew just walk on this high ground? They see the Ops ward placed down. So they know Quincy Crew is around. They're trying to stay on their side. Holding on to the high ground. They have the Centaur pushing in top. Quincy Crew. It's been a while since they've been pushing.
Yep. At the very least, there's buybacks on a lot of 4Zoomers. It's going to make it a lot easier to hold their high ground.
Zoomers are stacking up. Centaur TP's back home. Will take the gem for himself. No smokes available. One on the Enchantress now and in her back, but she's actually got the Holy Locket. I was hoping for that Holy Locket heal spam to come out, but we have a Rapier on Quinn. We have a Rapier on Quinn, and he will use it against Sammy Boy. The stun coming in from Ocean keeps you our way. A little bit of a reset. But if Quinn gets to siege this tower, the Rapier and the Aegis, that attack range. Shooting from so far away, just
stupid, isn't it?
It is absolutely insane how much damage that is. But you can't do anything really. You can't really do anything.
Mine's long too.
They're drawing on the map Mirana's actually drawing on the map to watch out in the back, and so is Enchantress doing the same thing. Troll might go down. Monkeys, he's forced to go for the stun onto Quinn. Quinn holding in place. Yawar also intervenes. There's a Decrepify. Will catch the Centaur. Stunned up. Yawar trying to go on the high ground. Forces another overpower. Can't get to use his swipes.
He mostly wanted to give him for the sniper.
Still waiting on the low ground. The waiting game, this is intense. This is super intense. We got a double Wyvern ulti as well from SVG if he just finds the opportunity to use it. Quinn continues to hit the tower. The tower is finally down. Lelis waiting on the bottom side. Sammy Boy has a halberd. Sand King has a halberd. There's the Dagon, Decrepify. And if Quinn just gets right clicks in, he's just going to regenerate back again. They're not staying for too long. They realize the threat is real, that if he drops too low, he might lose up the Aegis, and then the whole fight just breaks loose.
Yes.
Troll, the one thing, Kips, Troll needs buyback.
He does. Like, he bought out for this Abyssal Blade very deliberately. As I said, he sold his boots for it.
Yeah.
He was ready for Quincy crew to come storming up to that base back when everyone was dead. But yeah,
Another
I think
smoke.
they're actually trying to secure him some farming space here, and that's just... Someone needs to hold the high ground. Like, Ocean, you need to be up there.
Danger is
From
coming
the
their
side, 'cause
way.
they're coming.
Danger is coming their way right now. Sammy Boy's gonna be the front. They're gonna get the stun from Lelis, and the damage is gonna fall off right after. Troll being hexed up. They do have the Stampede up. They're gonna focus onto Sand King. Meanwhile, Sniper being focused by Monkeys forever at the same time. Yawar, there's the Echo Sound coming from in Ocean as well. Trying to hold him in place, but Yawar does pop his ultimate right away to get rid of the stun. He's still holding onto a cheese. He's got two cheeses, in fact, on this Ursa at the same time. The Abyssal Blade onto the Sniper. They might be able to take down the Aegis, but can they? It's being held up by the SVG Wyvern. There's another ultimate. Quinn gets the safety. They will take down one. That's the Shaker dieback. He cannot get back into the fight. Monkeys is trying to blow up this the Sniper. The Aegis expires. Oh no! The Rapier's on the deck. Troll is trying to pick it up. He pops his ultimate just before going down. The Rapier, who has it? It's on the Centaur War Runner out of all the heroes. And now Ursa trying to make his way out. Sniper with a buyback as well. Husky wants to finish off Yawar, but the heal. The ulti coming from Ursa. Still dealing with damage. Pogda coming in for the buyback as well. Notion will go down. Same time, Monkeys forever trying to focus down. The Mirana will get so. Lelis comes in with the stun onto the Enchantress. Centaur gonna drop down. The Aegis is on the ground. Lelis is gonna leave it there. He's gonna leave it for the Sniper to pick up again, and Husky is also gonna fall. Gunner not fast enough to this fight. 4 heroes gone. No buybacks remaining. And now looking for the sole survivor. It's Gunner. Lelis trying to keep up the chase. He will get Yule's up into the air, but I'm looking at game. They can just go and end this game right now. Right now, Quincy crew. They're getting to that championship point. They're gonna go straight for the tier 4 towers and head for the push. There are no more people left for 4Zoomers. It's only the Pugna. It's only the Troll. Quincy crew, they've finally broken the stalemate. They can go for the Sammy Boy. Gets caught as well. The arrow, the Decrepify to keep him alive just a bit longer, but Troll will eventually die, and he goes down, and GG is called. Quincy crew are at championship point. They take this series for 2-1, and only one victory away from being crowned the champions of the Pro Series.
Oh, the poor Sammy Boy was 12 gold off of an instant buyback, and he had to sit there and watch his gold tick up as his team was getting slaughtered. Oh, that hurts. But I can't help but feel like they already got so much more out of this game that you're honestly even allowed to get out of this game. They got out from under that sniper counter pick in mid. They did so well in the mid game with all of those decrepifies from Gunners. Ocean played out of his damn mind. But in the end, Quincy crew is just... Credit goes especially to Lelis here for how well he enabled his team, as well as some crazy Winter Wyvern ults from SVG. And yeah, they have more damage. They have the double core. There's just too much for 4Zoomers to deal with in the end.
It is always the scenario that magical damage eventually falls off in the game, and so physical damage takes the victory here. Quinn did 61,500 damage on this Sniper. Absolute madman, going 18-8. Everybody was dying all over, so understandable that there's a lot of deaths on every player, but the damage output, the way they've played these games. SVG did some very crucial Winter Wyvern ultis at the end, and they were able to protect the Sniper much better than in the mid-game phase, where it always felt that Quinn's all alone, Yawar's all alone, and then the rest are just playing as a pack and trying to get stuns and slow him down and trying to get the guys all together in a big posse. But the cores were always left so alone because they were isolated by 4Zoomers, and eventually the damage was too much to deal with. Even with that rapier, they were fighting very valiantly against it as 4Zoomers, but Quincy crew pull out the victory. But I think this is a good time to take a little breather and go for a tiny pause and see what's going to happen in game number 4. Are we going to have our champion, or are we still going to go all the way to game 5? We'll see in a bit.